my name is Michelle Camacho, and I have 4 children, 2 girls, 2 boys, and they are precious children. My oldest is 20, and they range down from 15 years old, and I didn't always used to have them. I came from the gangs when I was 13 years old. I came from a broken home, and when I was 13 years old, I grew up in the gangs, so I joined the gangs at 13, and I lived a life in the streets, on drugs, in gangs, just rebellious teenager out there, and seen a lot out in the streets, learned a lot. Never went to jail or juvenile hall, so I stayed street gang, not prison gang or anything like that. But I did experience a lot of the things that were out there. And at the age of 15, going on 16, I had my first child, and my baby girl Marisa. And when I had her, I was really young, and her father left me, so I was by myself, raising a child by myself, didn't know what I was doing. And then when I was 17, going on 18, I had my other child, which was Bianca. And again, I had her out of wedlock. And then came Cecil, who, when I was 18, going on 19, and Joseph, 19 on 20. And so I have four babies, and none of their dads are in the picture. It's just me raising them. But at that time, I didn't know how to raise them. So as I was growing up, I was a young baby growing up myself, and I took the streets over my children. So my children got taken away from me at a young age. When I was 20 years old, they all got taken away from me because I was in the street gangs, doing a lot of violence, and doing drugs at the same time. So all my kids got taken away from me, went to different homes, and I chose the streets over them. But, you know, at the age of 26 years old is when my life got rocked. At 26 years old, I had to make a choice. I remember I was in the garage at one time, and I had to make a choice. Either I was going to commit suicide because I was done with my life, or I was going to turn my life over to Jesus. And I knew nothing about him. But at the time when I was in the garage, I stood there, and that's when I heard the voice of God for the first time in my life. And at that time is when he directly spoke to me, and I gave my life. I surrendered my life over to him. At the age of 26 years old, I chose to serve him, and at that time I just bowed down and I said, I need you, Jesus, because I don't have anything or anybody else in my life, and I've given up my kids, and I've never experienced love, and I don't even know what to live for. So if you come into my life and you show me, God, what to live for, then I will turn my life around and turn it over for you. And he did. At the age of 26, he set me free, delivered me from drugs, started bringing back my babies one by one, restored every one of them to me. And at that time is when God put this vision in my heart to really go and reach the youth, because I know how it is to be out there and not have anybody to talk to you or have anybody to even care about you, because I was like that. So I didn't have anybody. I had a broken home. My dad didn't even care about me. He didn't even want me. My mom didn't know what to do with me, and so I had a brother who always beat me all the time, put my head through walls, so I never had protection. I didn't have anybody to take care of me, so I know what it is. So at the age of 27, when I was already a year saved, the Lord spoke to my heart again and told me, I want you to go and reach these youth. I want you to go and I want you to speak to these youth and let them know that there's hope in me. And so at that time, I knew that I had a vision from God. So I was going to go and I was going to go speak to these youth, and I was going to tell them about hope in Jesus. Well, that didn't happen all the way until maybe 3 years ago. Then God put the Dare to Dream vision in my heart, and God just spoke to me again and said, I want you to dream, and not only do I want you to dream, but I want you to go share the dreams of the young people out there. And at that time, this year, that was 3 years ago, this year is when God opened up the doors for this youth ministry of Dare to Dream, and I am so excited about it, because our vision is to reach the gangs of our city. I had a nephew that just died due to the gangs violence due to the gang violence, and I know that God will put a stop to this. But if we just stand up and rise up and take a standard and let the enemy know that God is here, and if God be for us, who can be against us? So we are standing and we are believing, and we're continuing continue to have faith for these young people, to restore their hope, to restore their dreams, to let them know that you're not the only one that's out there like this, that you have somebody here to talk to. You have somebody who loves you, and his name is Jesus. And not only Jesus, but we're here as well. And every one of my kids are now serving God, loving God, and they have a purpose in their life. And with that purpose, we want to go and we want to reach the youth of our cities.